Title 42 will go away on May 23rd, and already the Biden administration is trying to spin it. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is another declaration of truth from your host, Terry A. Hurlbut. In this video, we're going to learn what Title 42 is, why is it about to lapse, why the Biden administration is about to have a mutiny on its hands, how they're trying to spin the lapse as producing a result opposite of the likely one, and what you and I need to do about it, especially in midterms. First, I want to shout out to the sponsor of this channel, which is Conservative News and Views, link in the description. Be sure to check out the awesome CNAV Store. Scroll down to the bottom for that link. Lots of good merchandise there, including this t-shirt. That's the Trumpinator, and he's saying, "I'll be back." And I want to remind you that I am a published author. Look for 2 new books, Matthew's Run and Matthew's War, available right now at Amazon and Barnes & Noble, to name 2. They tell the story of what our country and our world might look like after 380-odd years of wokeness, and about a cyborg with a conscience who also just doesn't like to be used, leading a rebellion against it. And soon you'll be able to buy those books right in our store. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive in. The sources of this story include Politico, the ABC television affiliate in Albany, New York, The Hill, 2 stories there, Prescott E-News, and the scientific journal Nature Medicine. In addition, one can read the original order from the Centers for Disease Control. I have a link in the description to that order. Now, for those of you still scratching your heads and asking, Title what? Title 42 has become shorthand for Title 42 United States Code Section 265. It actually derives from the Public Health Service Act of 1944, the same statute the CDC said gave them the authority to impose mask mandates. Title 42 lets the CDC bar anyone from coming into the country if they might be carrying a dangerous infection. In this case, the infectious agent is, come on now, you know what it is, the virus that shall remain nameless. The CDC's current order tells immigration authorities to turn away anyone coming into the country from an infected region. The first such order went into effect on March of 2020. The current order expires May 23, 2022. What effect will the end of Title 42 have? Well, that depends on whom you ask. Some say the number of people trying to crash the border will double, and the government will not expel most of them. The Department of Homeland Security says it has a plan in place to handle the flood of immigrants, but many Republicans and Democrats doubt the plan will work. Of course, you can count on the Squad and their allies to welcome the influx of immigrants. Representative Ayanna Pressley, Democrat from Massachusetts, paints every would-be immigrant as one seeking asylum. Asylum from what? She won't say. Most likely, the asylum is only from economic policies that do not include cradle-to-grave public assistance. Furthermore, people like Presley say any person has a legal right to seek asylum in the United States. Funny, I can't recall they're saying that about Cubans fleeing communism. Clearly, some people want as many new immigrants as possible. That includes the letter writers in Nature Medicine. Their totally disjointed letter actually weaves in the narrative about people coming in from Ukraine. Newsflash, Ukraine didn't blow up until February of this year, not last. In contrast, 9 Democratic senators have told the Biden administration that they fear for their seats if Title 42 goes away on schedule. The Arizona Senate delegation got behind a bill to keep something like the order in place. I have a link to that bill in the description. While this is happening, more than 20 Republican state attorneys general are suing to keep the Title 42 order in place. And Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina said flatly, and I quote, "It's going to be a signal to everybody in the world. Come on in," unquote, Senator Graham. For their part, the administration doesn't seem to want to talk about it. Vice President Harris literally ran away from someone asking about the Title 42 lapse. Someone put up a video of her running away on Twitter. I have a link in the description to that too. Seeing is believing. Then when the administration does talk about it, they try to lay on a new spin. Now they say that when Title 42 goes away, crossing the border will become more difficult, not less. Practically no one on either side believes that. Why would the squad call to end the policy if that were true? They want more immigrants because they believe that means more votes for their Marxist plan, which would work like this. First, how much money did you make last year? Second, send it in. And then third, here's your ration book and the keys to your dormitory room. You know the quote I'm going to repeat. From each according to his ability, to each according to his need. Unquote, Karl Marx from the Communist Manifesto. All of which goes to show that Democrats do not have anyone's interests at heart except their own. Again, the only reason those 9 Democratic senators said anything against the administration is that they fear for their seats. And even then, many of their fellow Democrats are already snorting at them. Come on, you sissies, get with the program. Folks, that should tell you it's time for us to get with a program of our own. Midterms are coming. We need to make sure that A, we'll even have an election, and then B, we'll vote for anybody but a Democrat. Links to the description of the article, to the current CDC order, to the Senate bill to keep Title 42 alive for now, to the video of Kamala Harris running away from the relevant question, and to conservative news and views. I have another link to the awesome online store as I mentioned. And if you like what you've heard, you can like this video and subscribe to this channel. This is Terry A. Hurlbut, delivering another declaration of truth and reminding you to let the truth set you free.